Met with Chinese leader Xi Jinping on Monday for talks on Ukraine, peace and expanding bilateral trade in a visit to Beijing. This brings the heads of state of a NATO member to a country that has backed Russia in its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Their meeting at the Great Hall of the People was accompanied by a full honor guard and a 21-gun salute. Duda told Xi Jinping that relations between the former Russian allied nation and China remain strong, while Xi Jinping said that their relations were friendly.
Ogromnie dziękuję za zaproszenie.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, thank you very much for inviting me to pay the second state visit. I am deeply convinced that the visit will further promote the development of Poland-China relations. I feel so pleased and honored that, Mr. President, you call me a friend, which enables me to work with you to promote the development of bilateral relations.
Dla mnie ogromnym zaszczytem tego, że pan prezydent.
也是我的老朋友、好朋友。
Mr. President, you are an old and good friend of the Chinese people and also an old and good friend of mine. I appreciate that you have long been committed to promoting the development of China-Poland relations. China is willing to work with Poland to adhere to the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence. Stay true to the original aspiration of establishing diplomatic ties, carry forward traditional friendship, push for higher level development of bilateral relations, and inject more stability and certainty into the current international situation fraught with changes and turbulence.
坚持和平共处5项原则，秉持建交初心。
Duda later said that their talks lasted for 4 hours. During these talks, the two sides also exchanged views on Ukraine crisis. Xi Jinping stressed that China's position on the Ukraine crisis, it is to promote talks for peace and also seek a political solution. Xi Jinping also pointed out that efforts should be made to avoid the escalation of conflicts, cool down the situation and create conditions for peace talks which are in the interest of the international community, including Europe. Xi Jinping said that China will continue to play a constructive role in its own way for the political settlement of the Ukraine crisis. Xi Jinping further said that China opposes certain people who try to divert attention to their own problems and smear China by criticizing the normal trade between Russia and China, clearly warning against opposition of Russia-China ties. Now, after the talks, the two heads of state witnessed the signing of a number of cooperation documents in fields such as economy, trade and agriculture at the invitation of Xi Jinping. Duda, who arrived in Beijing on the 22nd of June, is on a state visit to China, which is scheduled to end on the 26th of June. For latest news, download the wion app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.